Welcome. This is 5-Minute Clinic, and today's pose that we're going to work on is Ustrasana, camel pose. So we're going to break that down in 5 minutes or less so that next time you do it, or if you want to just practice it right after, you'll feel like you've got more understanding of the pose and feel more comfortable, at ease, and probably a little more power in the pose as well. So, Ustrasana, camel pose. Let's get started. So, camel pose, you want knees hip distance apart. For most of us, that's 2 fist distances. So put those fists together, put them between the knees, and that's your hip distance apart. So you can double check that. Hip points in alignment with the middle of the knees, okay? So get that alignment, and then I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see where my heels are. You want heels in alignment with the backs of the knees. Most of us are going to want toes tucked under. Okay, that brings heels up a little higher. If you know you've got lots of range of motion from the mid quads through the top of the hip flexors and in the low back, of course, option, feet down. Okay, so I'm going to have my heels up high by tucking those toes under. Then I'm going to start nice and straight alignment. And before we move in, we're going to do a little glute awareness exercise. So bring awareness to your glutes, okay? So firm them up, hold glutes, give them a little tap so you can feel they're firm. You've got all the glutes tightened up. Now, here's the hard part. See if you can keep the low glutes engaged and soften the upper glutes. All right, so maybe you're gonna let all the glutes relax, and then see if you can fire up only the low glutes and let the high glutes, top of the glutes, stay a little softer, okay? Takes a little doing to get used to that. So you might try it for another moment, firm them up, relax the top of the glutes. Good, all right, so remember that. Let them go, shake it out a little bit. Okay, so you're gonna bring the shoulders up towards the ears, and then send them way back. Then send them all the way down back in their sockets as the shoulder blades squeeze together, and then palms, base of palms to the pelvis. Elbows squeeze into the midlines, okay? So really press those palms in, really squeeze those elbows into the midline. Then low torso, 2 or 3 inches below the belly button. Notice that spot. Feel like you can rise up, low belly, past the belly button, past the chest, all the way past the collarbones as your gaze goes across the ceiling. See how you feel here. Maybe this is as far as you want to go. That's fine. See how your cervical spine is feeling, okay? Any crankiness in there, keep the chin tucked. The cervical spine feels good, crown of the head can reach back. So if you're staying here, elbows squeeze the midline a little bit more, palms press into the pelvis a little bit more, expand through the front body. Notice the hip points. You want those hip points staying in line with the knees, okay? Maybe this is your pose for today. Great. If you feel like going a little bit farther, you can sweep one arm up and then reach it back. Find that top of the heel. Sometimes it takes a little doing to find it. That's okay. Once you found the one, feel the hips, keep them square. Sweep the next arm up, send it back, find that heel. Recalibrate what's happening. Bring the hip points forward, squeeze the shoulder blades into the midline to lift the heart space. The spine, cervical spine feels good, crown of head can reach back. Here's where you bring in that glute awareness. See if you can firm up low glutes, relax upper glutes, and see how that might help you come a little bit more into the pose. Couple rounds of breath wherever you are. Wherever you are, the breath will be a little shallow. It's a little hard to breathe like this. Keep breathing even if it's shallow. As you breathe, where are those hip points? Can you bring them back over the knees? One more breath. Shoulder blade squeeze, lift the heart space, crown of head reaches. And then to come on out, both hands come to heart space at the same time. Chin tucks. If the tops of the feet weren't on the earth, bring them to the earth. Sit it down. Close your eyes. Breathe. Most back bends bring up quite a lot. So after a back bend, just nice to recalibrate a little bit. Thank you. Thanks for watching. So that was Ustrasana, Camel Pose, our 5-minute clinic, just about 5 minutes long to learn some of the basics of a pose that you might be doing in class and want to just know a little bit more about. So I invite you to subscribe to the channel so that when we do new videos, you'll get alerted and keep on coming back. We've got full-length power vinyasa classes, more 5-minute clinics, meditations coming. So subscribe. We look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.